Hi guys, this is Mary. Welcome back to Cardz TV. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know I did. I ate way too much food. In fact, I am in my pajamas because they've got elastic. So if you see my sleeve with a little snowman on it, you'll know it's my pajamas. But we're going to make card number 5 today in the 12 Days of Christmas cards. And we'll be using Winter Frolic and Elegant Edges. For our papers, this is a stack I got probably a year ago. This is K & Company, and it's called Christmas Cheer. And it's got some really rich colored papers in here. I like them a lot, and they're double-sided. So we'll be using that. And for our sentiments, I have a new set called Tiny Tidings. And a lot of these sentiments you'll find on the Home for Christmas set. There is a new one, May Your Holidays Be Sweet. That's not on any of the other Christmas sets. And Snowmen Are Built One Day at a Time, I think, is on the Snow Days set. But these are for tags and for just little banners, little places where you want to add a sentiment, but your other stamps are too big. So we'll be using, let's see, Happy Holidays for our card. So let me show you what we're going to do. Now, all my cardstock is from Basil. We have a forest green card base. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it opens like this. And from that K & Company stack, we're going to add this really pretty red, and it's a diagonal stripe in there. And this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I'll go ahead and add this with the ATG gun. And this on the back we'll be using on the card as well. I love this with this beautiful rich background and the holly and the berries. I think it's just gorgeous. Then we have another green mat, and this is the Basil Forest Green again. And this green mat is 3 3/4 by 5. I'm going to layer that on, and then here's that beautiful holly and berry paper, and this is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. I'll layer these together and get these on the card, and then I'll show you what's going on next. Isn't that pretty? I love these rich reds and greens. Our card base is all ready, so out of the Elegant Edges cartridge on page 70, I wanted to cut these 2 mats to put our image on, and I used the shadow. This cut is called Design 2. I cut the shadow out of the forest green, and then I used that red, that 2-tone red diagonal stripe, and cut that on the oblong. And this is cut at 3 3/4 inches. I'm going to put these two together and then just center this on the front of my card. And I'm not going to be using any foam tape on this because the image is going to be popped up on some foam tape. So this will just be adhered flat to the card. Now, I found 2 images in the Winter Frolic cartridge that I had never really paid any attention to before. One of them I had never even seen. This one on page 60, it's called a cake. It looks like a Christmas pudding to me, what I would call a Christmas pudding, but it is a cake, and I love it because it's got the holly on top, so it goes really well with my paper. So here it is. I think it turned out super cute. Now, instead of using the berries that it cuts out, I just took some clear rhinestones and colored them with a marker, and I got the perfect color for it, I think, and it looks just like little holly berries on there. But I cut all the parts to this little Christmas cake or Christmas pudding at 2 3/4 inches, and I've got it on 2 thicknesses of foam tape. And I'm going to add that right there. And then for my sentiment, over on page 33, I found something in here I did not know was in here. Maybe you guys have seen this, but I never had. It's got these 2 little banners over here. Well, I decided to cut this little white banner, or cut it out of white, and here it is. And I love the way it turned out. And the little stamp from the Tiny Tidings fit perfectly on here. So I stamped it Happy Holidays, and I took 2 more of the colored rhinestones and put 1 on each side. And I did ink it just a little bit with some Tim Holtz Tea Dye Distress ink. But I cut this banner at 3/4 of an inch. And I also inked around my little Christmas pudding. And we're going to add this banner right down here. And I love it. I just love the way it turned out. This is a really quick card, and I think this would be great to mass produce. So I'm going to get everything adhered down to the front of my card. We'll come back and take one last look at card number 5. Here's card number 5 in the 12 Days of Christmas Cards series. I just love the way this turned out, and I think these little colored rhinestones just add so much to it. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.